Welcome to Right on Track, a songwriting podcast. Thanks to Tone for tuning in. I'm Demi Michelle Schwartz, and I'm thrilled you're joining me on my songwriting journey. So kick back and relax, don't fall flat, and remember, stay right on track. Hey everyone, welcome back to Right on Track. Joining me on the show today is a super special guest. Please welcome Krisita Burket. Hi, Krisita.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to chat with you today.
Yeah, I'm super excited too. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. And you?
I'm great. I'm very excited to chat with you. This is going to be a special episode, so let's get right into it. I would first love for you to share with everyone a little about yourself and how you got into the PR world.
Sure. Yeah. I am the founder and CEO of David and Daughter Music Publishing and PR. So I actually worked in corporate public relations for about 20 years and transitioned out just over a year ago. And now I'm using David and Daughter to both try to get my late father's songs out into the world while also using my PR experience to help other artists share their music.
Amazing. And you are fabulous at what you do. So you
You're
definitely
kind.
did the
Thank
right
you so
path.
much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. So, can you give the listeners a brief overview of this journey that you're on right now to get your dad's songs recorded?
Yeah, so my dad, David L. Porter, he was a very talented songwriter, and he was killed in a car accident in 1993, and I was just 9 at the time. But even at that age, I knew he was so close to seeing his songwriting dreams realized, and I have always had it on my heart to carry my dad's dream forward for him. So throughout the years, I've been trying to figure out how to go about doing so, and after a series of kind of steps. I mean, I have a chest of my dad's music and lyric sheets and handwritten lyrics on napkins and recordings on old tapes. So I've been working from that and putting together a catalog of my dad's songs. And I recently had the opportunity to bring 4 of my dad's songs back to life in Nashville during a demo session. So I've been trying to use those demos to get them in front of the right person to hopefully have a well-known artist want to cut one of the tracks and make it theirs. My personal mission is to have one of my dad's songs. Cut by a well-known artist by the time I turn 43 next year, which is the same age he was when he passed away.
Thank you so much for sharing all of that. Backing up to when you first started going through his lyrics and music, what was that like for you emotionally?
Oh man, I honestly have to be in the right mental space to go through that chest of things. Um, some days are harder than others, and it's so wild. I every time I go through that, I find something new and different too. So it's a really, I mean, it's all I really have left of my dad. So it's a really special thing that I have in a way that I am able to stay connected with him. So it can certainly be challenging, but it's also a very special opportunity I have too.
Yeah, for sure. I love how you mentioned how that's a piece of him you have left. I think that's what's so special about any kind of artists, whether songwriters or published authors, painters, anybody who creates art, that's something that's going to forever be in the world long after they're gone. And so I think it's really special how people are kind of immortalized in their work, and that's really cool to think about.
Thank you. Yeah, and I mean, I know I might be biased because I'm his daughter, but I truly believe he was such an incredible songwriter, and he had so much talent. And he actually had 13 of his songs published with BMI just before he died. So I truly believe he was on the cusp of making it as a songwriter, and it just seems so unfair that he was taken so soon for a number of reasons, but it's just not not fair for his dream to die with him. So, as his only child, I just want so bad to make sure the world sees and hears his talent, and just try to do what I can to make his dream come true for him, because he didn't get the opportunity to.
Yeah, what you're doing is amazing. When you were young, did he have any kind of musical influence over you? Were you ever into music, or was it just something that you admired him for doing?
So he did try to teach me guitar. I have photos of us. I mean, I was maybe 4 or 5 years old, and I have my own little guitar, which I actually still have, and my boys have tried to play it before. But unfortunately, that just did not take. And that's one of my big regrets, that I didn't take to the guitar then. I'm trying to learn now, haven't made it very far, but I'm trying. Unfortunately, I'm just not very musically inclined, but I love to write. So I love that. I feel like I got that from him. So I dabble in songwriting, and then a career in communications and public relations. There's a lot of writing involved. So I have a passion for writing, and anytime I am seeing live music, I feel like I'm at home. So I definitely have his love for music and appreciation for it, while I just unfortunately am not able to create the music like he was able to.
Well, that's great. I think the writing is great, and the appreciation for music and having the passion for all that you do in the industry and what you're doing specifically for your dad now. I'm very curious about the 4 songs that you got demoed. What was the process you went through when you were deciding which songs to take to the studio?
Yeah, so he wrote hundreds, hundreds. So, I mean, I've spent countless hours going through that chest and listening to old tapes and converting them to digital files. I mean, it's been a whole very long process. So, I ended up with a catalog of probably 30 plus songs. And then that included the 13 which were published with another publishing company. And sadly, the owner of that publishing company passed away early last year. So, I haven't been able to make contact I want to get those songs into my David and Daughter catalog for my dad. But anyway, since that's a side story, but since that's kind of tied up, I focus on songs that have not yet been published. And just I wanted a bit of a variety, and songs that I just thought had potential today. I mean, most of his songs are pretty timeless, but as I was sorting through them, I wanted to make sure that I was picking ones that you could hear on the radio today. And I actually had this great opportunity last year in Nashville to have a songwriting session with two amazing guys, Brandon Lane Moore and Timothy James. And I used part of that songwriting session to pick their brains as well. So I brought several of my dad's songs with me, and played them for the guys and got their input also. And so from there, kind of dwindled it down to four songs that we picked to for this first step. My goal, I would love to do something with these first four, and then continue to bring more of his songs back to life, because it was a very cool experience too, to be able to do that, to be in that studio in Nashville and hear my dad's songs coming back to life with those incredibly talented musicians. So the first four, and so I've been trying to get them in front of the right people, to try to find an established artist who might want to take one and make it theirs. And so throughout the process, I feel like maybe now, if I start to release them under David and Daughter on Spotify and social media, hopefully I'll be able to get more visibility for them that way.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you did mention how special it was to hear those songs come alive in the studio. That was something I was going to ask you. Were you there when those songs were being recorded? You mentioned the songwriting session, but when they were actually recording the songs, were you there for that?
I was, yes. So my mom has been my partner in all of this. And so she and I loaded up the car and took a trip to Nashville. And we had a day session at Welcome to 1979 studio in Nashville, such an amazing studio. And Brandon, who I mentioned, Brandon Lane Moore, he helped lead the project for me. He produced the session, and he ultimately mixed and mastered the demos. He sang vocals, played acoustic, and then he helped me put together most of the musicians for the session. So several people he knows. And then my cousin is actually, so my dad's nephew, he is actually a professional bass player. So he lives in LA and he tours the world with different artists. But the stars just happened to align for him to be available that day. So he met us in Nashville. So he was there too, and he participated in the demo session. And then we also wanted to include pedal steel to really keep true to that 90s country vibe. So Zach Top's touring pedal steel player, Ryan Stigman, he was available. And so he agreed to do it, and just such a phenomenal guy. And so we just had a great group of people to work together to bring those four songs to life throughout the day. And it was so special to be there and to witness it and be in the control room and to give input, and having my mom by my side, who of course, heard my dad play these songs all throughout the years. So yeah, it was honestly, it was a highlight of my life. It was
Oh,
such a special day. It
I
was a
love
really, really
it.
special day. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love it. Was that the first time you were in a recording studio?
It was. Yes, it was.
Oh, yay.
I mean, it was just yeah, next level. It was just the perfect experience. And I brought my I still have my dad's guitar from 1979. My mom actually got it for him on their first wedding anniversary. So I had his guitar in the studio, and then I brought the original lyrics that I have to the songs we recorded, and some photos of my dad, and I have his watch still, so I had that. So I tried to, incorporate some of his things as well. And I feel like he was there with us, and probably just so excited to see his songs come back to life like that in Nashville.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely amazing. So let's talk about one of them, the one that you released on Father's Day today when this episode is coming out. Can you share a little about this one, what it's called, what the story is that you can tell about it, and why you chose this one as the first song she released?
Yeah, so Shot Out of the Saddle Again, that is the name of the song. And it's just a really fun, relatable, timeless country classic. It's about a night out on the town, believing that a connection might lead somewhere after the bar closes, only to have a so called friend ruin those plans at the last minute. I'm sure some people might be able to relate. And it's just a really fun, upbeat, timeless song. So I thought it would be a great first one to release. I mean, I could totally hear it on the radio today. I think it could actually lend itself well as a natural precursor to Luke Combs' hit "Back in the Saddle." Funny enough, so yeah, I'm just excited to get it out there and see, what people think, and get feedback. And I mean, I could totally hear some of the guys that are out there now, kind of bringing back that neo traditional country sound, singing it. Like the Zach Tops of the world, or Walker Montgomery, or maybe even a mainstream artist. I could see them taking it, making it their own, like a Blake Shelton. So I just thought it would be a perfect first one, just to kind of showcase my dad and his talents and what he can do, and one that would really just fit with the music that's coming out these days.
Yeah, well, congratulations on making it this far on the journey. How does it feel to, go back, remember back to when you were first going through his music to finally having a song out like this?
It is like a dream, honestly. I mean, I really got serious about this process. I mean, maybe just a little more than a year ago. So it's really incredible to me to see the progress that I've been able to make over the past year. And honestly, though, it would not be possible without such an incredible music community. All the people that I have met with and worked with and collaborated with and asked for advice, they have all just been so kind and welcoming and supportive. And I really owe a lot of gratitude for everyone in the music community that's just really supported me on this journey and helped me get to this far. And just to think that I am releasing my dad's song that he wrote so many years ago, and probably put so much of himself into, that I was able to bring that back to life, and it's going to live on Spotify, and hopefully we'll hear it on the radio one day. It's just a dream, and it makes me so proud. As his only child and his daughter, I'm starting to get a little emotional. So it's so fitting that I get to do it on Father's Day. I mean, I've spent a lot of Father's Days without him. So, on this Father's Day, it's a gift that I get to give to him. So I'm just beyond excited.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited for you too. And I think it's really incredible how these songs are being shared now, so many years later, because I think the journey of a song is a special one. There are songs that artists and songwriters have written years and years ago, and they don't get released until way later, or they could be released and then they don't become super popular until later. And so I think I've always had the mindset that whatever is meant for the song will happen for the song. And I think that this is a really great example of that, how he was unable to release these, but you're taking all this on now and sharing them, and they're just as important now as they were when they were written. So I think that's really incredible.
I love that. Thank you. I love that perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. So just to wrap up, if there's one thing that you can tell your dad on Father's Day, what would it be?
Oh man. Um, just that I'm in awe of his talent, and I'm so proud of him, and I'm just doing everything that I can to try to see his dreams come true, because he deserves it. He deserves it. He worked so hard for so many years, and I just know he was so close. So I'm carrying the torch forward now for him, and you know doing what I can, and I just want to make him proud, and do him right, and just let the rest of the world witness his talent. And I feel like he's been along for the ride, and supporting me and cheering me on from heaven. So I feel that he's with me. So
Yeah,
and
amazing.
yeah,
Yeah,
love him
I'm
and
getting
miss
all
him.
teary over here.
Oh. Oh man,
Oh,
yeah.
man. Well, what a beautiful story. What a wonderful thing you're doing. I wish you all the best with this. I hope your dad's songs reach millions and millions of listeners all around the world someday, because that's what he deserves and that's what you deserve. And yeah, good luck with everything.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And it's been such a pleasure chatting with you and getting to share Dad's story and our goal. And I just really appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we go, can you share with everybody where they can connect with you online?
Yeah, so you can find David and Daughter on Spotify. So that's where Shot Out of the Saddle again, and upcoming releases will live. And then on Instagram at David and Daughter, and then TikTok David underscore and underscore daughter. I'm still trying to figure out TikTok, but I'm on there now, so that's where that one is. And then I have a website as well, daviddaughter.com. So come follow us along, reach out. I'd love to connect.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much again for joining me for this very special episode.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And listeners, that's a wrap on this chat with Krisita. And of course, until next time,
Stay
stay right
right
on
on
track.
track.